Well, participating in the GreenStep Cities program has really been beneficial for the city in terms of taking kind of the broad outlines that were given through our ordinance to look at environmental initiatives and bringing it into focus and giving a framework to what the city is working on. We've really used it to kind of frame our discussions every year with the Environmental Commission as to what kind of projects we're going to work on and where we're going to head to next.
Sustainability is sort of a never-ending thing, and so you're always looking ahead to the next thing. And I think GreenStep was a good process by which we could kind of stop, take an inventory of where we'd been, other things we could do, and to kind of have it all listed in one place. You know, this is the document that shows where we're at. That was, I think we even surprised ourselves, some of the information that came out of that.
We've had a long history of working, trying to be a sustainable city, but in some ways we never really kind of carefully articulated that. The GreenStep program provided us an opportunity to kind of validate and to create a sustainable culture and to foster that culture through everything that we do in that lens that we look through.
I think Coon Rapids will benefit from being a GreenStep city in so many ways. We've really become a sustainable community over the last couple years. We, about 4 years ago, started a sustainability commission, which I'm the staff liaison for. And we've kind of feel like we've been spinning our wheels. We have all these ideas and things we would like to see the city do. In terms of how we interact with the community, how we operate as a city internally with city codes, different things like that. So I see this as a huge bonus for us. It gives us the framework, it gives us the know-how, it gives us more tools in our toolbox.
You can't give short shrift to the benefit of seeing what other cities are doing. When you go into that GreenStep website, you can look at things that other cities have done and the projects that they have undertaken. And sometimes, you know, you get resistance for making a change, but it's always easier to say, well, it's possible because this city or that city did it, and you know, it provides some impetus for change.
What we've really found, one of the great benefits of being part of the GreenStep program that lines up with the validating a lot of our sustainable initiatives has been the community engagement. And one of the beauties of all that is that sometimes in government you're constantly hearing people, what can you do? What can you do better? You know, why city, why can't you do all these things? And what we're finding out is that these residents are coming to the city saying, city, how can we partner? How can we work with you for us to be more sustainable?
Participating in the GreenStep Cities has been financially and time commitment wise actually a saver for us, because we go through and use the best practices that the GreenStep Cities puts out there when we're starting to review our environmental projects. So it actually saves time for us in terms of looking up what the best practices are and what we should be doing, and we can move right into project implementation.
You know, there's sort of two ways of looking at sustainability. On one side, if you're talking about greenhouse gases, that's certainly an environmental benefit, but in the same breath, reducing greenhouse gases is almost equivalent to improving energy efficiency, which is an economic benefit. And so no matter which side of the fence you're on, you know, promoting sustainability is a benefit both from an environmental and an economic standpoint.
We found that a lot of these practices we're doing, especially at step one, were existing practices, and we just need to be able to monitor, to document, and to make sure they're able to show what we were doing. But a lot of these are just very common sense activities that maybe are just best practices that all cities should be following.
There really is no downside to it. You can essentially learn at your own pace, so to speak. You can take what you want from the program. They have a menu of things that you can work on, and you can pick the things that are appropriate for your city to work on.
My advice for cities who are struggling a little bit with wanting to do is, you know, don't give up. Sometimes you just have to wait and you have to try it 2 or 3 times, maybe 4. But if you really believe in it, I think that it can happen. And right now, you know, with sustainability anywhere as it is, I honestly believe it's a matter of, do you do it by choice now or you do it by mandatory later? Because our world is changing in the way we think, the way we operate, and why not be innovative and why not be sustainable at the same time?